Hi everyone, Happy New Year to everybody. And yes, so here we are. New year, new projects. I'm trying to do something a bit different. So yeah, let's wait a little bit until more people are joining and jumping on. And when you jump on, just drop an emoji, say hi. And so just for me to know that you're here, that you're joining. And like I said, I wanted to do a little oracle guidance just because I'm actually having quite fun with them from time to time. But before we start, I always feel it's like important to just have some reference to it, okay? So because oracle cards are just there to give you some insight, and they can give you guidance when your head is just like overthinking all the time. And they might also, for example, just give you the hint or ask you to really look at the answer that you already know, but that you're ignoring. That you know deep inside that you have to look at, a decision that you have to make, a call that you have to do, for example, but you just don't want to look at it because you're like, nope, no, that's not it. Let me just distract with something else. I want to do something else. So for me, these cards only give us an access, an insight of things that we might want to have a look at, that we might want to look at from a different perspective, but, and that's important, they do not predict the future, okay? They do not control your life. If you do that, if you start giving over the power to the cards, then basically you might want to revisit your relationship with oracle cards or tarot cards or any other thing that you're doing. If you always feel like you have to flip a coin first, or you have to pull a card before deciding what you want to have for lunch, then something definitely has been gone out of control. So I'm going to use these cards today. They are angel cards from Doreen Virtue and Redley Valentine. I think they're not really in the making anymore since Doreen Virtue stopped doing oracle cards, but they're still there. They give you nice guidance, like I said. Let me see if I wanted to say anything else. Yes, okay, the guidance cards. So basically, they give you guidance. However, what they do is kind of like do in regards to the future. They tell you if you stay on the same track, if you ask a question and an answer comes up, they give you the question or the answer of, if you continue your life the way it is right now without changing anything, without stopping telling you the same stories, or without putting yourself first, or keeping up with people disrespecting you, if you do not make any change, the cards kind of say this is more or less how your life will continue to go. If, however, you decide like, okay, I'm done with this, I'm done people pleasing, I'm done putting myself last, I'm done with allowing people to disrespect me, then obviously if you were to ask the same question again tomorrow, the answer will be so different, okay? So that's something I really want to say that's super important, because in the end, the power lies within you. The power to create your life lies within you. You have all the tools at hand, all the answers are inside of you. The question is just, do you have access to them, and are you becoming still to really listen to them? So the question that I thought that I wanted to do is just for the collective as well. So which means it's for the collective. So just take whatever resonates. It might be that nothing at all is resonating because maybe this card is not for you. And it can also just be that it's reconfirming what you already know, what you're already doing. But yeah, so just take it also like with fun. It can be light, okay? So just don't take the card like super serious either. So my question actually was, what do we need to know for this week to really get this year rolling smoothly? Okay, so thank you everyone who's joining. It's great to see you all here. And yeah, let me just get into the center. Let me just take a deep breath to really connect with the cards. And I'll show you the cards as well. They're like beautiful. They're super, can you see it? They're like super colorful. There's like mermaids. There's dragons. More dragons. There's fairies upside down. So it's a beautiful, beautiful set. I really love it. And it's also kind of like connecting to the spiritual part of me that you usually don't really see that often. So, okay, let me just connect a little bit with the cards. My question is for the collective. What do we need to know this week to get this year rolling smoothly? Let's see. Let's see what comes up. Sometimes cards just jump out of the set. They make themselves noticeable. So I had this one actually making itself noticeable. So I think it's called, okay, it's reverse for you guys, but it's 8 of water. And I think this really speaks so much to all of us, or to the majority of us. It says, a desire to move on. The search for something more meaningful, spiritual, and emotional growth. You probably can see it's a merman. There's cups in the water, and there's a little dolphin. No, it's actually his fin in the back. So you see like this merman is trying to swim up, come up back onto the surface. And it kind of like really speaks for what's happening, right? So we all have been kind of like not stuck. Maybe for us, for someone that's stuck, we have been on pause. We have been asked to go inwards, to really reflect on what's going on. So we really feel like, okay, last year, 2020, it was so strong. There was so much where we have been asked to kind of like take a pause, to stop, to revisit things, to go inwards, so that right now we're like, okay, I'm done with this. I've done so much inner work. I've done so much reflecting. I've really noticed what I already have, what I'm grateful for. I have seen the relationships that I need to let go of, and I have seen and have realized what I really, really want to create. So now let me move on. Let me use all this growth, all this strength that I gathered, all these insight I have. Let me use these now to move on and to actually start creating the life that I really envision, that I realize is actually really truly what I want and what really is going to fulfill me. So yeah, and I think you all have come also to this point of realizing that, yes, it's great. And I mean, like, I love connecting the spiritual world with the material world. So I do like to go inwards. I do like to talk to like the animal creatures out there and see what, on a spiritual side, what insights I can get. But I do also enjoy the luxury of this world. I do enjoy having a nice meal in a nice restaurant, a comfy bed, hot water, all these things, driving a nice car, comfortable car. These are all things that I really do enjoy, and I feel we can also really combine these things. So what I wanted to say, kind of got off track here, but what I wanted to say is we realized in a way, okay, what is really important to us? What do I really would like to have in my life? And what are the things that I'm just actually accumulating, trying to fill a need inside, an emptiness inside that I have, just by accumulating and buying 20 pair of shoes and handbags and whatnot. So we already know right now what we want to create in this life. So kind of like, if you still need a little more time, maybe just take a pen and paper, write down all these things that you want to really create in your life. What is this meaningful thing that you want to do? And yeah, to just continue, and also like continue whatever the good things that you learned in 2020, just take them with you for 2021 and keep creating something beautiful, more meaningful, amazing. Okay, so for this week, take a pen, write down the things that you want and that serve you, and then go out and have fun and start creating these things. Yeah. If there's any question you guys have, let me know. I'm happy to pull a card for you as well. And like I said before, this is just a guidance. Take whatever resonates with you. You don't have to, if it's not resonating with you, maybe you know someone else that could take advantage of this little message. And also it can also inspire you to say, maybe look at something from a different perspective. Say, oh, okay, actually, it doesn't have to do anything with emotions, family life. That's what water actually stands for in this suit. Water is all about emotions, love, relationship, families, and your dreams, but also your intuition. So if it's not really resonating with you, maybe look at a different area in your life and just really take it, what comes up. Like the first thing that comes up inside of you, oh my gosh, this is related to this. Take it for what it is and just have a look there. Okay, so I hope this was kind of intuitive or interesting for you. Let me know if you watched on the replay. Let me know what you thought about it. If there's anything else you'd like to know, I'm gonna do these things once a week. And also for my ladies that I'm working with in the Women Living a Turned On Life group, I'm gonna do these things. It's on Facebook, but I'm gonna do these things once a week, like little oracle goddess guidance, just to kind of like see what the goddesses have to tell you to really move forward in your life. So the link is in the bio. If you have any comments, just let me know. And thank you for joining, and I wish you all a wonderful Saturday afternoon. See you.